So let's talk about the range performance on the Sig Sauer P938, the SP 2022, and the Prodigy by Springfield Armory in 9mm. Oh, in 9mm. So let's start here with the P938. I hadn't shot most of these for a while. Of course, I'd never shot the Prodigy before, as it was a rental gun. But let's take a look here. As you can see at 10 yards, right, we're using American Eagle 124 grain federal ammo. And this one here was, I think I did maybe a couple of reloads, of course, because I only got 7 rounds per magazine. So at 10 yards, as you can see, I'm doing kind of double tap with follow-up practice. And the groupings are fairly decent right here. And as you can see, up here, need a little bit of work, you know, but not bad. Shooting just right-handed looks pretty good at 10 yards. Shooting left-handed looks like I had a miss, and I had one that was here. So just something I do when I'm kind of doing my drills. Now if we go over to 7 yards, right, let's see how we did at 7 yards. At 7 yards, you can see that our double tap, you know, is real good. Got some really tight groups here and up here, right, all inside the target area. And you've got the right-handed group is out here, and left-handed actually shot pretty well there at 7 yards, same ammo. How does that compare to the SP 2022, which is a larger, really full-size handgun? Well, as you can see, I've got really good groupings. This is probably one of the guns I shoot the best. And got decent grouping up here. My right-handed shooting and my left-handed shooting. It's one of the reasons why I like that gun, is I'm able to shoot it in all those, you know, right-handed, left-handed, you know, typical stance, two-handed position as well. And that was at 7 yards. Now, if we go to 10 yards, right, this is the 10-yard target with the SP 2022. You can see out here, I was doing a grouping here. I was doing right hand, left hand, not so good at 10 yards maybe. This was my two-handed grouping. And then this was an alternating one where I was shooting one target and then the other. So that was at 10 yards with the SP 2022. How did that compare with the Prodigy? Well, the Prodigy is a very stable platform, I'll say that. And going back to the P938, let me say one thing. The real key to the P938 is having a really good grip on it, a really good purchase on the handgun. That's what really makes that gun accurate and shoot well. And I really have had to work on that. And it's not too hard, but you do have to make sure you have a really firm grip on it. The Prodigy being a heavier weapon and a higher capacity weapon in some ways, since it's heavier, it's a very stable platform. It's a larger gun overall. So you can see this is my right hand and left-handed. Looks like I had a miss and I had one there. Very stable in here, two hands. This is at 10 yards. And then down here, this was alternating using the at 7 yards. Yeah, both of these 7 yards, I meant to mention that an SP22 is also 7 yards. So as you can see on a comparison, not too different, although the Prodigies are probably a little more stable and a little better, a little more accuracy maybe. But overall, you know, all of them pretty accurate firearms if you just work on the basics for basic self-defense distances 7 to 10 yards. So let's continue looking at the 9mm day at the range that I had. And we'll start here comparing these shooting gallery targets, which is kind of interesting. We'll start here with the P938. It was at 5 yards. As you can see, looking at it, I had, whoops, my hands kind of figured. It's kind of a little bit all over the place in some cases. Some I was a little better. down in here, here, down here. This one here's a bit off, this one's on, close, down here. Of course I had to do a reload, you know. But that was at 5 yards, just to kind of see, and kind of shooting continuously, you know, not like kind of just taking a lot of time to shoot each one. So what happened with the SB 2022, now I went out to 7 yards for it because it was it's a, you know, a larger gun. So how'd I do? Well, did pretty good there. How about in here? We got some there. Kind of hard to see some of these. Up here, yeah, that's kind of a miss there, looks like. This one, it's like I'm shooting a little bit off to the left. Down here, and I get down here, I got a few down here. And probably my best, then I got one in here and one over in here. So probably, you know, just trying something different. So what happens when you do 7 yards with the EVO S1, right? We're talking about shooting something with a much longer barrel, right? Same ammunition, right? But with the EVO S1 Scorpion there, I think that's what I was shooting with this. Yep, that's what it was. CZ. As you can see, accuracy increases a lot with the red dot, right? You get quite a bit of accuracy increase, you know. So something to be said for a red dot, and for a longer barrel, the accuracy is, you know, greatly increased. So just something to look at, just to be aware of, you know. And it's good to compare sometimes to see how you're shooting different firearms. Free Desert Boy always says, be safe out there, whatever you're doing. If you like this video, please like, comment, and subscribe. Bye now.